Live from the Preston Highway Studios, it's 24-hour Purple People.
Well, hello, and welcome back to 24-hour Purple People. My name is John Harper, and we are absolutely thrilled to have you along for the ride today as we are all set to talk LouCity FC, Racing Louisville, and everything to make sure you get your weekly dose of purple. And on tonight's big show, Racing finds themselves in a familiar spot as they will play for a second Women's Cup trophy. No drought of drama or rain for that matter on Saturday, gentlemen, as LouCity and FC Tulsa split some points, and we preview the biggest Jägermeister Cup match of all time. And joining me, he is Lord Chaos, a.k.a. DJ Casper, the Dungeon Master of supporter group drama and camper van builds. He spins pitch-perfect playlist and stats with his goblin, the soccer decoder himself, Mr. Ken Luther. Ken, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up? Glad to be here.
Glad to have you.
What an intro.
Yeah.
What an intro.
I got to breathe for a second. Hold on. Okay.
Woo,
Yeah,
a
gather yourself.
And he is back from vacation. He is an author, a singer, a dancer, an exotic olive oil taster. He is a walking wealth of purple wisdom. Show some love for Matt Dalton. Matt, hello, sir.
It's good to be back, Johnny.
It's good to have you
Good to be
back.
back.
Good to have
Did you
you
miss
back.
me last week?
We did. Ken and
I know
I
the show was awful
we did.
without me. So
it was terrible.
I had to come back.
We yes. No, me and Ken and I, we had a good time. We held it down, I think, pretty well, and
You did. You really did.
we are glad to have you back, and we're glad to have each and every one of you guys with us this evening, morning, or whatever time you happen to be watching this program. Some exciting news at the top of the program. We are now on all the podcast systems in the world, basically. What, Matt, you said
All
like
of them.
16 of them, right?
Yeah, just pretty much anywhere you get your podcasts, you can now get our podcast. So
Yeah. So
enjoy.
yes, absolutely. Enjoy it in moderation. And also believe we are on Apple, which was a big request we had from a few people. So we're excited about being on Apple Podcast, and you can check that out. Just search for 24-hour Purple People, and we might pop up. So
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. Well, gentlemen, it was quite the weekend. A roller coaster of emotions, to say the least, for all of us LouCity fans on Saturday. The highest of highs and the lowest of lows, I guess you could say. Well, maybe not the lowest of lows, but
Pretty low though.
and pretty low. A match with FC Tulsa. Let's check out some highlights, and then we will gather back and discuss our thoughts on this match. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, you know what? I did not sync. I bet Ken's not going to pop up on this. Let's see. Oh, nobody's going to pop up on it, which is even better. Haha. Okay. We're gonna figure this out, folks. Can you guys hear me at all? Maybe not. Maybe you can't. Okay, we're back. We're back on this screen. Okay, so before we go to these highlights,
Let's talk expectations. How about
let's
we
talk
do that?
expectations. Yes.
Yeah,
Go
we'll set
ahead.
the table a little bit. Yeah.
So, what did you expect out of this match, Matt?
I mean, I expected a very physical match. I think Tulsa is one of the few teams that outdraws us in terms of cards and fouls. I didn't expect fireworks. I thought it was going to be kind of a grindy, just physical game, and that is ultimately what we got.
Till the 90th minute. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected a grindy, low scoring affair. I was hoping we would get more goals than just one. And maybe that was the problem.
Yeah.
But I certainly know that they knew us, they knew our style, and they knew what it was going to take to at least tie us. And I think they came in playing for a tie. I did not expect the time wasting. I was a little surprised with that. And that was a little aggravating. because it was just blatant, obvious time wasting. And we won't see this on the highlights, but I really felt that
which is good
they,
because I don't want to see it again.
yeah, that was just it was poor soccer. It's just not what fans are looking for. Ready to go, John?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah,
I think
go ahead, Matt.
we're going to get into. I think Danny had some pretty choice quotes about a lot of the things that we just touched on a little later. So we'll go over that in more detail. But first, John, let's go to the tape machine.
The tape
Roll
machine. Roll the tape machine.
Roll it.
All right, I'm getting there. Just give me 1 second.
Roll
here.
it.
I'm doing some things. Okay, we're pushing. We're pushing live. We have 2 Matts.
Hey, you rolled it.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Damn you, Matt.
This is
I hate
fantastic.
you. I hate you all.
This is my wife's worst nightmare.
Matt?
2 Matts is
Yeah,
your
mul-
wife's worst
yeah.
nightmare. Okay.
Well, in a certain sense. Anyway, we won't
yeah,
get into it.
Yeah. All right, here we go for real this time. I got it. There's still gonna be 2 Matts, but Matt, just give me a second. This lineup, I thought I saw this lineup before I got to the game. I had to work, and I was first off really bummed about that. But I had to work, and I thought for certain that this lineup was. I thought for certain that this lineup was our like A+ lineup at this point in the season. I don't know if that is safe to say that it was the A+ lineup. Ken, I was just saying, I thought when I saw this lineup, I thought it was the best lineup we could put on the pitch. What do you think?
I think it is. I'm trying to think of a player or a position that we would change out. The only question I think I would have is no. I think that is our best. Well, Ordonez and Jones, if we had a healthy Ordonez, but I don't think we do. So I think this is what we get.
I think our best lineup would in some way incorporate Manny Perez, who is not.
He's not even on the bench.
Yes, but of all the players available.
Okay,
yes,
okay. So, of all the players that we have on the team, maybe Duncan, but he's not on the bench either. So
that's true.
Fair.
I think based on players that are on the bench and on the field, do you think this is our best lineup?
Yeah, especially after we've had some rest. This is everybody healthy. So let's see. In the 18, we've got Hayden Stamps. Hayden Stamps, good for him.
Whatever happened to Adrian Perez too? He's not on the lineup either.
Yeah, AP's not there. But yeah, again, we don't live in a hypothetical world, right? So, of the players available, this is a very solid lineup.
I think it's solid. Is it the best we could ever field? I think we'd have both Perez's on there. If it was the best we could ever field, I think that's where your difference is going to be.
Well, we had a super member of the team. Big Zeke was there as our superhero of the game, signing a 1-day contract with Louisville City. So that was cool to see.
Is he going to sign another day? Are we going to be able to get him to come back on?
I mean, I think
he's going to have a lot of offers, so we'll see. I mean,
Cruz never put him on the pitch either, so
Yeah, what the hell?
All right, so the game starts. I thought we had a lot of chances, especially that guy right there, McFadden. I think he had a ton of opportunities. The problem was he just couldn't get any of them to find the back of the net.
Yeah, I feel like these are going to be particularly short highlights just because I think we only put up 4 shots on goal.
Well, it's like highlights of McFadden.
Yeah, basically. The human highlight reel. I just want to touch on Tulsa's, they got real compact in the box in defense. I thought they really defended us really well close to goal. So, credit to them. Some good ball movement.
Yeah, that shot was a little bit of a downer. Put a little bit more on it there. Taylor, who's not known for his goal scoring prowess, and I pretty much think he should have laid it off. I think what was that, Serrano to his left there.
There's a lot of really good building, right? There's a lot of good build-up play. It's the finishing wasn't there. I thought that usually the passes into the final third really weren't there.
I think the passes in the box, getting it to the right spot in the box to be able to put it in the goal wasn't there. If you kind of divide up where your scoring opportunities are, you've got inside the goal box, which is 6 yards and out, and you've got kind of the central area to the goal box to the top of the penalty box, and then you have kind of inside the penalty box on the left and right, and outside of the penalty box left and right, and then kind of that area outside the penalty box in the center. We're getting the ball into that central penalty box spot a lot, but we're unable to convert from there, and I think that is something that's telling about how we're playing, and maybe we need to make some adjustments to get some more players some more opportunities to hit that ball from that area. Whether it's late runs or cutbacks or whatever, I don't know, but it seems to be an issue.
Speaking of opportunities, Cameron Lancaster with an opportunity coming in late for some heroics.
The super sub that you talked about earlier on this year on the program that we figured we would see Lancaster become for us.
So you want to see finishing? Check out what he does right there. That's finishing.
One touch. That's all he needs is one touch.
And I just don't think we're getting a whole lot of great finishing from other players like that. Now, granted, I don't think he's got the legs to run, 60, 70, 80 minutes, but we're going to need to get some better finishing from that center area inside that penalty box.
There's some good finishing, just not by anybody that we like. I think Khalil, right, scored that just kind of wide open in the middle there. I think that was just a lapse, right? Just sort of a mental lapse to just leave a guy kind of open in the middle of the box for that
95, 96 minutes. They get a corner. They've been kind of time wasting the whole game to rest their legs. We have that mental lapse right at the end, and that was certainly a gut punch.
Look at this in sync falling here by the Tulsa players.
Synchronized falling, very nice.
They do that at practice all the time. That is rehearsed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, guys, as I said, a roller coaster of emotions. I think might have been the craziest I went. I actually meant to grab them. I broke my sunglasses of 7 years. I'm very upset about this. But, yeah, I mean, it was a huge moment. Of course, Lancaster getting the goal made all the difference as well. Just everybody went crazy, and then the smoke hadn't even cleared. And then they knotted up, and it seemed like
so bad when there's still smoke hanging in the air and they fucking tie it up. It's the worst.
That is
absolute worst.
Yeah.
We were standing up in the up high up in the stands with our good friend Patrick, and when Cam came on, I turned to Patrick and I said, "Patrick, if Cam scores this winter, I'm going to rip my own head off." And he said, "Okay." And I said, I'm going to rip my own head off. All right. And then he did. And we both tried to get this head off. It just didn't work. But still, absolutely berserk. People were going crazy. What a tremendous moment. His first goal back for LouCity in his latest return. Seemingly a winner. 90 plus minutes. What was it? 92nd, 93rd, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they get one back.
Yeah, we can't drop 2 points like that. We can't do that. That's not gonna work.
It felt like, and I can't speak for the whole crowd, but it felt like I got hit with a sledgehammer when that fucking ball went in and they equalized. It was bad.
It was no good. We have to figure out how to stay sane in moments like that. Mm-hmm. Not do anything stupid, as these things happen sometimes.
So
But
we talked about expectations earlier, right? So
yep,
Danny had mentioned in interviews, or he mentioned that Tulsa has the least amount of ball in play time in the league, right? So time wasting, they assumed that was coming, right? He also mentioned that 11 out of Tulsa's 21 goals this season are from set pieces. So they also knew, and we planned for, we have to look out for set pieces. And this has been something that we have had problems with all year, right? Set piece
we do and
defense.
we don't. I think we're about middling on set
Mhm.
piece defense. Uh, so, I don't think we can blame it on our poor piece defense. I'm just pushing
That is a very general statement. You're right. We can't just
back.
totally blame it. And it was a very tough back and forth game. And it was, 90, what was it, 96th minute. It's hard to keep your head, especially after a goal like Cam's. I mean, the team was resoundingly happy for him. I mean, they were very happy for Cam. The heart's going. So it's easy to make some little mental lapses, but these are the kind of lapses that knock you out of the playoffs. These are the kind of lapses that keep you from winning the Supporters Shield, right? It's
Yep.
these little moments in games that are mistakes that we can clean up, right? I haven't seen a team in this league that I'm afraid of, right? The team that I'm afraid of is LouCity, right? All we have to do is not beat ourselves, and we can beat every other team in the league. I'm very confident of that. We just can't beat ourselves.
I felt like this is that we were one up at 94 or whatever minutes, and they came back and they tied us. But it was 90 minutes of play that only put us one up, and we had our chances. I mean, McFadden had 6 chances himself. So maybe we need to score more than one goal to ensure that we
Yes.
take home those 3 points.
Yeah, then we don't
And
have to worry about conceding late, because we have a big lead. How many? So we had 23 total shots, and 4 on target. That's that's not good. That's not gonna it's not
not
gonna win you
great.
a ton of games. Yeah. So efficiency needs to go up, 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 up. We're gonna be talking about a little later about a game that we need to score multiple goals really in against Lexington. So yeah, we just need to be more efficiency. The chances were coming. I don't know if a lot of them particularly had teeth. Again, our build up, there was one moment, and I think I shouted it out to you, Ken, but I thought that Tulsa had backed Davila into sort of a corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, well, Tulsa, they got him. Like, there's no way he can go where he can go with this. And Davila laced a pass up down the sideline, just back and forth with a couple guys, made it all the way to the other end of the field. We didn't do anything with it, but still, I mean, the build-up play is fantastic, right? It's that pass into the final third. It's that extra little bit of space that we can't quite seem to create.
That final finishing moment.
Yeah.
This is not an uncommon problem we've had throughout our entire existence,
Yeah.
with maybe the exception of year one with Matt Fondy. We have struggled at times with that final finish. We need to get
Cam's
better.
2018 was pretty damn good too.
Yeah, I agree.
But we've both been lucky and unlucky in that sense historically. But I also kind of thought that maybe we hadn't really gotten our sea legs a little bit. We hadn't really played competitive soccer in a couple weeks.
Oh, but we needed a rest. I mean,
We did need a rest. That is
Mhm.
true, and we still could use some more rest. But I think it took us a little bit to get back up to game speed. I think that showed in the first half. I think we played better in the second half, but the first half was not. I didn't think there was anywhere near the level of what this team is capable of, for sure.
Well, Loss had a series of good saves,
Also had a great game.
I think he earned himself uh, player of the match on that one. But from a field player perspective, I thought Lambert did very well, both in the attack and in the defense. But I think one area that we're struggling on, which was evidence in that final goal, is that loose ball recovery, is I guess what we could call it. When that ball gets blasted into, especially into that area right in front of the goal, and it just starts bouncing around, I think occasionally we're having trouble getting rid of it. Potentially because Loss is such an aggressive goalkeeper and he gets off his line. I think that may or may not be a detriment in those situations. I think when he gets off his line, when he needs to and makes the save, I think that's a great and wonderful thing. So I think the team needs to kind of look at that.
Yeah, he had came off his line a couple of times. I mean, maybe not as much as we've grown accustomed to, but he did have some fantastic saves and a great game up to that point. Kind of a ball getting kind of pinballed around there in the box and just gets knocked up in the top corner there of the net. Not much Damien could have done in that situation, but he did have a good game. I'll tell you.
He could be in the right spot. I mean, there's maybe not much he can do, but if you got your post guarded by defenseman and the keeper doesn't get too far off his line trying to go out and get that ball, maybe there is something he can do about it. I don't know. It's just me. I'm not a goalkeeper nor a coach.
Yeah, it is just you.
Yep.
Yeah,
I thought Josh Jones had a great game as well. Speaking of defenders,
who's that?
Jones. I thought Josh Jones had a very good game as well.
He continues to impress and grow and improve. I think he's going to be a great addition to this team if he stays long-term wise.
We're trying to write a song for Josh, so if anybody out there knows a good rhyme for trebuchet, just send that put that in the chat.
We did
24hourpurplepeople@gmail.com. You can send that in.
Catapult.
Catapult if it's easier to rhyme. Yeah. Just whatever suggestions you've got.
I can't help but bring this up. There was a lot, in my opinion, and I would say in most people's opinion that follow this sport, there was a lot of bad calls in this match.
Ooh,
now,
boy, we haven't even touched on that, have we? Wow, it's a huge part of the game. Huge part.
One of the, like I said earlier, I had to work, so I was just kind of straight to the game. I came in about the 15th minute or so, and then it was about the 23rd, 24th minute, I believe that it was Philip Goodrum getting a yellow card in a play that he did not really make any contact hardly with the defender, and it was just one of those it was a soccer play, right? But they were both going for the ball. And it was a yellow card. And, I mean, it was like foul after foul Goodrum was involved with. And that we just saw it over and over again. I mean, the crowd was irate. And then you've got, on top of that, the Tulsa keeper pulling the Ric Flair face flop right in front of the Estopanolian, just down after, ball had cleared. He was ready to kick it out, and he flops down. I mean, yes, it was I think that really set up the environment that ended up being what led to that those final moments of stoppage time when Cam blew the roof off the place. But, man, the tension there for a while was, woo, I don't think I've felt tension like that.
I thought that keeper was going to start a riot. I mean, nuclear heat from this guy. I mean, he was absolutely playing it up as well. And when they scored, their players, they played it up, man. They gave us some business over there in the corner to the fans. Luke got a real big Luke. He got a big Luke at the start of this game. I don't know if he's going to get another one. So,
but I go back to one of my earlier points is that we should have been up by more than one goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. We've talked about it before. We're winning a lot of games with defense, but we've got to find ways to convert, especially in the box. I mean, we had 32 touches in Tulsa's box. They had 17 in ours. I mean, those are opportunities that are wasted. And we've got the ball down there. We got to do something with it. People got to step up and score some goals for us. Coach Cruz after the match, saying it was not a very entertaining form of soccer from FC Tulsa.
No.
There was a few little jabs there by a coach. I don't really blame them. I mean, there was a lot. They had 3 matches in a week. Did FC Tulsa? Hey, hello, you're preaching to the purple choir here. We had how many matches? 7 matches in 27 days, and our guys aren't flopping around like that or doing that kind of stuff. I mean, it was coach held a little bit back, but I think a lot of people were a little surprised to see Luke's team pull some of that. But at the same time, Coach Cruz called it a strategy that they executed well.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, he's right. I mean, it is not a particularly fan favorite way to play the game. It's not, usually I want to get home and the next day I want to rewatch these games, not just for the show, but just for my own enjoyment, right? I didn't want to watch any of this fucking game. I didn't want to watch any of it. It was an extremely frustrating night between the time wasting, between the wild card that was that referee. You had no idea what he was going to call on any given tie up, whatever. You didn't know what he was going to do. Players they started wasting time. I mean, just relatively early, right?
20
like
minutes.
very early in the first half. Yeah.
20 minutes.
Taking
It was
pretty
shitty
long
soccer.
breaks.
Yeah, it was shitty soccer.
With-
but we had all those
with-
touches in the box, and we're not making anything of them right in front. That area between the goal box and the penalty box, about 12 yards or so, we're not making anything of that. So we got to figure that out.
Yeah, that
But,
comes down to
again,
us.
Credit to Tulsa's defense because they didn't give us a lot of space. They really, despite what is this, their 10th game in a week, whatever. Whatever. They hounded us, right? I mean, they followed us around. They were on our heels. So I mean, credit to their defending a little bit, if I can give them some credit.
You can give them some credit. That's fine.
Is this a rivalry now? Did this become a rivalry with this game?
I don't want a rival to play shitty soccer, so I'm gonna say no.
Well, we've been playing Pittsburgh this whole time, so
is Pittsburgh a rival? Not really. I mean, some of the greatest rivalry games we've had were against like Tampa and people that did actually play very, very well.
Here is a no context picture with 3 legends of Louisville City history here after the match.
They weren't on the bench either, so I'm not going to say we saw the last of them, but the time is coming.
Of the 3 of those together, yeah, that might be. I mean, I don't know, man. This, I really got the feeling maybe this isn't the last we're going to see of Tulsa this year. I don't know. It would have to be in the title game if we saw them again, but
right.
I mean,
they could make it. It's really hard to make it to that game, but they could make it. I mean, they definitely strategized this one and got through it, so we could see them.
Yep, absolutely, we could see them, and hats off, like Coach said. I mean, they did execute a plan, and I guess their plan worked. Niall McCabe wearing a "Vote for Pedro" shirt there. That we started a "Vote for Pedro" chant, and I don't think he realized he was actually wearing a shirt that said that. So.
Very topical reference. I think that movie came out in like 1974. But
can you tell me what this is about? This creature here.
So I'm going to tell you why Saturday was one of the most disappointing games that I have been to this year. Okay, during the tailgate prior to the match, I became privy to, thanks to one of our wonderful supporters for LouCity, they were selling these axolotls. You guys know what an axolotl is?
Nope.
Well, look it up because I'm not here to educate you. All right,
I don't even know how to spell
that. Axolotl. They're aquatic creatures. All right, they're incredibly adorable. They look like Pokemon, but they are real. And the team was selling axolotls with little T-shirts on them. Who even makes those little T-shirts? Who? Come on, how adorable is this thing?
Gnomes.
So,
gnomes make those T-shirts.
Little gnomes make these T-shirts, and I was bummed. I was in the stands. I was like, this is not going the way I want it to go. But after the game, after this disappointment of a draw, I'm going to go down to the team store and I'm going to get one of these axolotls and I'm going to bring it home. And it's gonna be my best friend. And you know what happened when I went to the team store? None. There were none available. There's no
Sold out.
axolotls. Sold out. I could see
Wow.
why, but yeah, it just added to the disappointment on the
I think
night.
there are a lot of other people that were bummed a little bit because they like to go sit in seats of their choosing, and it sounds like to me that they were checking stamps or something to get up into the higher seats. Did you all hear about this?
Hayden stamps.
No, I did not.
No.
I didn't hear about that. What was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
about?
They, I guess, a couple things have happened. One is ticket resale prices for the longest time up until this past week, you couldn't resell your ticket at below face value, below whatever you bought it for,
Right.
through SeatGeek.
There was
A
what
lot
they
of people
call a floor.
complained. There were pitchforks and torches and blah blah blah. So the
Hey,
team
trademark.
changed that this week, so now you can sell your ticket for whatever you want to, just to make some money back if you can't go, which is great. It doesn't really impact me because I go to most of the games. The other
Nerd.
thing that they did is to get up into the seats that sometimes, or at least you and I, Matt, sometimes we like to go sit up in. They're now checking your seat at the beginning of the game, and then you give a hand stamp. You get all hot and sweaty, and it washes off, but it doesn't matter. You get a hand stamp so that they keep people like you and I from sitting in seats,
The riffraff.
which is fine. You know, people don't want, you know, the loud people from the Estopano end coming and invading their little soccer areas. So if you're loud people and you're not accepted
I am.
in your seats, you can come to the Estopano end, where being a loud, drunk, or high, or both person is an acceptable lifestyle choice.
In the stands, by the way.
In the stands.
In the stands,
yes.
high in the stands. There's a lot of room in the stands too. You can come, you can hang out with us. You can hang out above us and yell at us, whatever. I mean, it's a great place to catch the game. Tremendous view. You don't need a stamp. Here's a little
stamps.
trick I learned. When you get the stamp, you lick it and then you stick it on your friend's hand. So now it's two stamps.
And sweaty
You
as
got to
we
pass
were.
that stamp
I'm
around.
not gonna do that.
Maybe
I'm just saying,
maybe
it's an option.
maybe the team is trying to avoid, you know, people falling down the stairs up there or something. I don't know. I mean, it's high up
You
there.
don't want that to happen.
No.
It is high up there.
I worry about that as well because I'm not good with my legs or feet. So
Yeah.
I understand where they're coming from. Yeah.
A lot of those Tulsa defenders look like they had fallen down some stairs on Saturday. But anyway, we move on. It's not exactly – what's wrong with you? It's not exactly the result we wanted, but we did have those couple of minutes of complete purple euphoria there with Cameron Lancaster scoring a goal. So that was
Ripped my own
something.
head off.
I was on the capo stand for it. By the way, the weather, turned in our favor. It was cloudy enough that we could, sun really wasn't an issue. It's starting to get – this is a prime time at the FAM this time of the year. It's starting to get to the point where these 8 o'clock kickoffs are just about perfect sun-wise. So, Ken, to your point, if you find yourself being one of those loud supporters – come on down to the Estopano end. You don't have to go up there and get a stamp or whatever the hell you guys were just talking about. You can just come hang out with us. It'll be a lot of fun.
Nobody's going to give you mean side eye for yelling at
No.
the game.
But we will give you mean side eye if you do not join our Discord right now.
Hey, look at that.
You can join it by getting that QR code and come be a part of all these offline, off-show conversations. We had a really fun one with the Purple fan that is on there. Chatting with us after the match the other day, talking a lot about the post-game interviews. Kudos to Louisville City Media. They do some good interviews, and they are pretty entertaining. Not only the post-match interviews, not necessarily those being entertaining, but a lot of the stuff they do on social media is pretty fun to watch. So kudos to them. All right, we shall move on. There was more than one match on Saturday. There was 2 racing Louisville down in Brazil. The Women's Cup is in Brazil this year. We talked briefly about it. This game is hard to analyze because there is only really just the written word and bite-sized highlights here or there. So I'm not going to touch too much on it, but I'll let you guys touch it as much as you want. Thursday night, we're playing in the final for the Women's Cup, the Wario Trophy, as it's been known. So,
The Wario Cup.
yeah, the Wario Cup. Ken, excited about this. This is something, we've been the champions of the Women's Cup before. There it is, right there. This one right here. We were the champions of this one right here, and we're hoping to be champions again.
Yeah, I think it's a piece of hardware. So let's play for it, and let's put out our best 11. Will we be able to watch it? I guess you can download some app or something and do something and do some cheetah flips and all of that stuff and get the game. I haven't done any of that, but I didn't get to watch the game.
Is it Vizio Plus? Is that what it's on?
I hear.
Insignia Plus?
I don't know.
Samsung Direct?
I'm
Nintendo
sure
Online?
somebody knows, and
I believe it's Vizio Plus. So if you have a Vizio TV, that channel might be built in.
What I do know is Savannah DeMello scored in the 13th minute, and then Sao Paulo equalized in the 49th, which brought us to penalty kicks. It seems to me that Jordan Bloomer showed well during the penalty kicks, and we won on PKs 4-2. It's kind of hard to tell how the game actually went. I do know, or at least I hear, that Lauren Millay had to leave the game with some type of injury, potentially to her shoulder, which creates an issue because she plays every game. So who do you play in her absence when you have a player like that plays every game? It could be Haas. Could be Barone, not sure. So we'll probably see that on Thursday. Looking forward to it. It's a good team, Palmeiras, right? That's who we're playing. They are one of the best women's teams in South America. So this is should be an interesting matchup if you get a chance to watch it, and hopefully we'll be able to pull through on this.
Yeah, I would just like to add that Bloomer she did have a save in those penalties, and then Sao Paulo kind of skied one. Millay. I think the big news is Millay left in the second half with an apparent shoulder injury. She's our Iron Woman, right? She's such a Swiss Army knife, right? You can plug her in pretty much wherever you need to put her. So if she does miss some time, that is a big loss. I think she has a skill set that is essentially irreplaceable currently in the lineup. So we'll see where that goes. Did anybody see highlights? Because I was not able to find any.
I was not able to find highlights either. I was able to read some news about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did have highlights on X and all the social medias, but they were shot by, they were not like TV highlights per se. They were just shot by the team. It looked like
shot by Emma Sears' mom.
Possibly.
I like reading about games and then not seeing them because it harkens back to an older time when you had to look up the Red Stockings box score the next day. Against the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers.
Back in olden times, we got the news from a pigeon.
So we had carrier pigeons, just word of mouth, one of those big cones that people.
The bard came to town and stood on a box and told us all about the game last month.
This is what Lord Chaos is, for those of you wondering what exactly Lord Chaos is. Yeah.
Kind of cool. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the Quasar Plus or whatever, so I'm not going to be able to really watch this. But I would love to win this championship again, because this is kind of still an up and coming cup that we've been invited to because we're a former champion of. We hosted it several times, and but being in Brazil is not too much difference time zone than us. I don't believe, because this game is at 7 p.m. on Thursday. I'm thinking.
John, if you look at the globe and the time zones, you can see that.
Latitude, longitude. Yeah, I get it. Right, whatever. But But yeah, so I mean, we could 7 p.m. on Thursday. I'm gonna find a way. Maybe I'll go to Best Buy and just have them turn on all the Vizios to the Women's Cup.
Yeah, just stand there.
Do you have to have a Vizio TV to get?
We just talked about this. Quasar.
Are you not paying attention? Oh, well,
I really look forward to us. We're having this whole conversation about how we can't see the game. I really look forward to someone dropping in the information later on that makes us look stupid. Like there's some really easy, obvious way to watch these games. It's
somebody was telling me they downloaded the app. I think there's an app.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna do this live, guys. This is unscripted. I'm gonna see if I can download this app.
So there's an NWSL app, but that's not going to have this.
NWSL Plus, yes.
Not that one. Vizio or some whatever shit.
Vizio Watch Free Plus.
Okay,
there it is.
You go.
You can.
It's an app.
Yeah, you can download it. It's an app.
What a world!
You're seeing us get smarter in real time, everybody. This is thrilling.
There's a lot of
thrilling television.
There's a lot of those now. I know that we got a TV replaced not too long ago, and now it just plays Supermarket Sweep. As soon as you turn it on, Supermarket Sweep starts. I don't really know exactly how that works, but I love Supermarket Sweep, so that's cool with me. But yeah, it's a Samsung and it has like a Samsung. It's all free. I mean, really, you don't need to pay for anything these days. You just get all these free apps. You can watch all sorts of classic shows. Who needs to watch anything new? Give me Murder, She Wrote and Supermarket Sweep. I'm a happy man. All right.
Okay.
We got more racing news though.
We do have more racing news, some player news, and
player news.
In the time that we last recorded, I think it was actually happening that day. We didn't give it. The biggest news is Taylor Flint re-signing, right, through 2028. Matt.
Big signing, yes, 2028. Yeah, the other terms of the deal were not disclosed, but I have a quote here from Taylor. She said, "Re-signing with racing felt like the right decision on every level. I'm proud of the soccer I'm playing. I believe in this team, and I want to be part of what we're building," Flint said. "Over the last few years, my husband and I have made a life here. The way the city embraced us, the people we've met, the support we felt, it all made this feel like home. That made the choice easy." So applause to everyone in Louisville who's been nice to Taylor Flint.
So yeah, her husband is like a kicker for a Canadian football team or something like that.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, this is what I hear. So my spouse.
And I bet it's more difficult to be a place kicker in the CFL because the balls are bigger.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the balls are bigger. Taylor has not played more than 2 years in any city that she's been in. She's relatively, early in her career.
Young, yeah.
But she hasn't played more than 2 years anywhere she's been. So her deciding to re-sign is just huge. I think it changes the narrative around the team and free agency. We've pulled up our GM, Caitlin Milby. I have a quote from her from this interview, actually. Unless this is playing right now and I'm talking over
it. It doesn't have any audio on it.
Okay,
I was
cool.
just it was a good press conference.
It was very good. So Caitlin said, "For so long, we across the league have been looked at as a place that maybe people don't want to be, is what some say. Taylor re-signing and our ability to keep exceptional talent here in Louisville speaks volumes to what Bev and her staff have been able to do on the field." So
I wish you could sync that up with her. That would be awesome. Sorry.
I want a huge contract for Caitlin Milby, right? This is her first year as GM. This is like her first really big re-signing or signing in general. This is a huge get. I mean, Taylor Flint is a handful of players at this level in the NWSL at her position. She's one of the best, holding midfielders in the league.
Yeah. Current form, she probably is the best one in the league.
Yeah.
Current form.
There's absolutely an argument to be made there.
I mean, I think too. We talked about too, Ken. I think it was a couple of shows ago. We were talking about why can't we sign these players? We talked about big money. We were joking about certain players in the league, and we were all saying, why can't we sign these players? And then we went out and re-signed Flint through 2028. So I mean, that was huge. That was huge.
It is huge, and I'm not trying to take away from that at all. But I think we need to build around her a little bit because I think we still have some deficiencies in some other areas. She was priority number one in this re-signing season. We got her. So now I think it's time to kind of start looking at what is priority number 2.
I think if you're looking at like best available players, just from the entire free agent pool, I think Flint. Yeah, I think that was the number one for me. I know that Trinity Rodman's on there. I know that Lola Bonta's on there, but Taylor Flint in her form right now is the best player available.
On the flip side of this, we had a subtraction from the team today.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news. Ellie is leaving us.
Yep. Yes. That's not surprising. She wasn't getting any playing time. She had a big injury, came back, was playing for her national team, but wasn't getting any playing time either. I mean, she's a holding midfielder, so, and she's played some defense, but her spot is the same spot as Taylor Flint. So she's playing behind Taylor Flint. So she going to get a whole lot of playing time? Probably not. So I think that was a decision made on her part to go somewhere and be able to get playing time. And she signed for a pretty good Swedish club. So
yes, Sweden's FC Rosengard.
Yeah,
is where she'll be going.
She's basically going home. I know Finland and Sweden aren't the same place, but they're very similar.
Well, that free
it's closer to Sweden
than America. Yeah.
That free agency market is still a brewing, and lots of moves are expected still throughout the entire league. And we're excited about August 1st rolling back to Lynn Family Stadium, seeing racing again in a monumental matchup against Kansas City. So
I can't remember we talked about this last game, but we sold an international slot to Gotham for like $7,000, and then we bought it back for like $2,000 or something like that. So that's some pretty shrewd stuff. But if we bought back an international roster slot, does that mean we're trying to bring in another international player to fill a gap? That would be fun.
Yeah, I mean that's something you predicted, Ken. You were on record saying internationally there is a lot of talent out there that maybe racing can look into. We know a lot of talent. You know, the Women's Cup, that's one benefit. You learn a lot of clubs throughout the world from participating in those kind of events. And of course, we have a lot of international players and things like that. And that's kind of why they're on a little international break at the moment. But gives us an opportunity to learn some new players throughout the world. But going from throughout the world, let's just talk about the state of Kentucky, where we all are right here. I'm at the Preston Highway Studios. This Saturday, a lot of folks, a lot of my brethren will be down in Lexington to see the biggest Jägermeister Cup game of all time as Lexington and Louisville City prepare for battle, this time at their house. Lexington SC coming off a 0-0 draw this weekend. They had been playing a little bit better soccer as of late. 7 goals in their last 5 matches, which is better than what they had been doing before. But Matt, I'll start with you. This one's a little bit more important. We have a narrow pathway in here in this group and in the Jaeger Cup. So you excited about this Saturday?
First of all, I'd like to point out that I'm not from Kentucky. I'm from Louisville. I'm one of those people that says that, and I really do mean it. I'm from Louisville, not from Kentucky. Anyway, so this is one game, 2 cups, right? We got the Commonwealth Cup. We've got the USL Jägermeister Cup. The balance of which is on the line here. Our narrow pathway, so we have to win, right? And we went over this, I think, a couple weeks ago, right? Ken gave us like a really in-depth, like sort of deep dive into like what we needed and what all these other teams needed. I forgot all of that if I ever knew it to begin with. But we need a lot of goals.
There are 2 teams in front of us on this one.
Yes.
There are 2 teams in second place that potentially could have more points than we do at the end of the day, which are both those extra positions that qualify you for the next round of the Jägermeister Cup. So they have to lose. We have to win. So it's not all in our hands, but the winning part is.
So we gotta we got to win. That's
We
it.
gotta win.
Full stop. We got to win.
stop.
We got to score. We got to score some too. We
Yep.
got to put some in.
To win the game, we must score at least one goal.
Well, we got to. Is it goals for? Is that the tiebreakers?
It's no, it's goals scored, but it's
That's what I
points
just
first.
said.
So there are two teams that can be ahead of
points,
us on points if they win both their games. Doesn't matter how many goals you score. What matters is how many points you got. But if they tie or lose and we're tied with somebody else on points, then yeah, goals scored makes a difference.
So let's score a bunch. Let's score a lot.
Yeah, let's just run it up. Just like that. Just turn the goals on button. Boop. Let's go.
It's gonna be quite an atmosphere, I think, down in Lexington. A lot of people are gonna be there. I checked. I actually got my ticket today. I checked availability on SeatGeek, and then entire I think the eastern side, one half of the stadium where I know at least the away supporters are going to be is like totally sold out. There are select seats in the other half of the stadium. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of purple. Just anecdotally, just based on asking around to people I know, I want to be able to cross off outdrew a home team as an away supporter. I want to cross that off my football bucket list. I want there to be more purple than green.
Probably will be. It'd be like a Mexican national team playing in Texas.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I
think they're wearing blue on Saturday.
Yeah, they're wearing blue and white. They call them the icicle kits, I believe it is.
That is just a direct. That's a direct.
It's a direct. Yeah, I know. It's very obvious what they're going for on that one. Do we have red kits? I don't even know. I don't think we have red kits. So
no, because we choose to make our own identity separate, separate of others. But I mean, if Lexington doesn't want to do that, if they just want to coast off, the achievements of a team that achieved most of their accolades in like the 20s. With peach baskets, is that what you're proud of?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that. The peach baskets, whatever it is, that's it had to happen. Go Big Blue. The
are you seriously a UK fan?
Yes, that's right, Ken. Well, you want to get a red too? I'll take over the program.
Oh, Big Blue, but I go with real Big Blue.
Yeah. I mean, look, when I was growing up, there was two important things, and it was the University of Kentucky of basketball and Jesus, and kind of that order. So, like, no, I mean, I grew up in a household that was. My grandma used to say Rick Pinto is the best coach in history. Call him Pinto. Let me just say one thing about these kits, all joking aside. Matt, you're right, okay? Horrible. Why on earth? Why? Okay, if I'm Lexington, if I'm the team, great. Give them have a blue and white kit, but save it for a different match. This is a historical match in the grand scheme of things because it's the first match Louisville City is invaded. Why wouldn't you want green versus purple in this? I just it's so stupid. That's the part that kills me. Save it. I mean, we've got alternate kits. We've done all sorts of stuff. Whatever. Who cares? Alternate kits. But like, why just save your blue and white shit? Okay.
First of all, it's bad branding, right? Like, purple is now so synonymous with Louisville City for me and for a lot of other people. Like, I've just got random purple shit around my house, right? If something comes in the color purple, I'm gonna buy it just because I love this team so much. Like, it's just bad branding, right? You're just bleeding over into somebody else's market share. That's lazy, Lexington. It's lazy and it's cheap. You know what? Like cheap, the lot of years.
Lazy, terrible stuff.
It is. But that being said, Matt, yeah, I was kind of looking at the SeatGeek there. I kind of went back and forth about being able to go to this match. I don't think I'm going to be able to go, which is just a bummer because I still have these like really bad, weird. I had to work that day regrets because I missed the most famous away game I would say in history at Indy 11 in the playoffs, and I missed that game because I missed because I was at work, and I just keep having this feeling like I know this is not that big like that was, but I mean like I'm with you, man. I want to see that stadium just full of purple. I mean, how awesome would that be? And I know, gosh, I can tell you, the Coopers are bringing it Saturday, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited about it. We're going to be also, if you forgot, there's also who knows, international friendly. What the hell? That's Saturday at Lynn Family Stadium, Aston Villa, and Frankfurt, and then we'll be playing Frankfurt.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we'll be playing Frankfurt next Tuesday. Maybe we could do like a simulcast, Matt. If you are at the Lexington Louisville game, maybe you could do something. I can do something at the Aston Villa, and we can just. I don't know if I'm even going to that. Who knows?
I got the lowdown on why all that happened. You want to hear it?
Oh yeah, you got some
Sure.
inside info.
Yeah,
Lay it on us.
so
It's exclusive.
The Lexington City game was already scheduled, and then we got the friendly with Frankfurt the following Tuesday. And then not too long ago, Aston Villa's like, hey, we're going to the U.S. Hey, Frankfurt, why don't we play you? And Frankfurt's like, yeah, let's play at this really cool stadium in Louisville. So they scheduled the game on Saturday. And the club's like, oh, wait a second. We have a game out of town, but it's not far, so everybody's going to go to that. So can you move the game to Friday? And they're like, no, we got a game on Thursday. So we're not going to do back-to-back day games. Makes sense. So the club went to Lexington and they said, can we move the game to Friday? And Lexington said no. So they are the culprits.
Well, they probably want to fill that stadium up. I know they're not filling it up very often, and I know this is a good way to do it.
They chose not to. No, I mean, they could have filled the stadium on Friday, and then everybody could have gone to the Aston Villa Frankfurt game on Saturday. But Lexington chose not to do that because they're dicks.
My neighbor was Aston Villa growing up. Fun fact.
All right.
First name
your neighbor
Austin,
was Austin Powers.
You know.
That's your that's the story behind that. It's Lexington's fault.
That's interesting, Ken. Thank you.
Originally, it's not their fault, but they could have fixed it, and they chose not to. They chose to be dicks.
Well, do you guys think? I'm really interested. So, like, just generalizing here, but like everybody outside of Louisville thinks that Louisville's like 80s Detroit, like RoboCop. Like it's like
yeah.
There's like fires and riots every week. Does Lexington get the same thing, or does Lexington think that about us?
It's kind of like people
they're also
that
a major city, right?
Yeah. Well, here on the opposite side, it's kind of like people that say, "I'm from Louisville. I'm not from Kentucky." That's just like the same hypocritical level as the other way around.
Sounds familiar.
Well, this straw man that you created sounds very good looking, and I bet he's a sharp dresser.
Oh, for sure. Gentlemen, we have a new segment to wrap up the program today. Are you ready for it? It's very short and it's to the point. Okay, we are going to have a quick little trivia game. Now, before we do this, I'm going to actually bring up this screen. Oh, look at that little guy.
Oh,
all right,
buddy.
So let's see. Where are we? Quiz. Yes. All right, here it is. First ever quiz. You can't see it because the fuzzy guy. First game at Lynn Family Stadium, opening game was a 3-1 defeat. No Googling, gentlemen. 3-1 defeat to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Can you tell me the player that scored the first ever goal at Lynn Family Stadium? Now, I will give you a clue. We have seen him since.
That doesn't
not in 11 years, John.
Yes, not in the first goal at Lynn Family Stadium.
Oh, Lynn Family. Okay.
Yes.
Did he do a knee slide after the goal?
I believe he did.
Yep. Greg.
Is that your final answer?
Greg.
Yeah.
Ranjitsingh?
No, Greg's last name was Greg. I can't remember his first name. I was hoping you wouldn't ask.
Paco Craig?
No, Greg.
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 playing
Remember
Greg?
that
I
cat?
remember Greg. I remember Greg. I don't remember the first name.
Like Kyle Greg or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it him?
No.
I'm
was-
gonna say
Speedy
Speedy
Williams.
Williams. Not because
You
I saw it on
that.
screen.
You
Not because I
cheated.
saw it on screen.
No, he had his answer. Yeah, Speedy Williams, first player at Lynn Family Stadium to score a goal for Louisville City.
I was gonna say Kennardo Forbes, to be honest. So
He never played for him.
yeah, but he played for Pittsburgh.
Well, that was the first ever 24-hour purple quiz there, sponsored by Luprin, by the way.
Was that it? One question?
That was it. It's one question a week. And
We're just trying it out. Yeah, we're
the
think it's gonna
listeners
be a
get to
hit.
play along. Let's see if they can answer those questions.
Are there prizes? Prizes would go a long way.
Yeah, they would.
Well, we can see about that. I've got some stickers, some 24-hour Purple People stickers if you're interested.
Oh yeah, we got stickers, we got buttons. If you see us around, sometimes we got pockets full of buttons. It's
we got it all.
dangerous, but we do it for you guys.
I actually gave a sticker away to a random person today. That's a true story. All right.
I gave a button away on Saturday. It was awesome.
There you go. Well, we hope to see, Matt hopes to see a lot of you at Lexington on Saturday. If not, we might see you around Louisville on Saturday. And then we'll be playing Frankfurt. We'll be doing the show next Monday, I'm assuming. So, we probably won't do much with that match, that friendly. But it is exciting having Frankfurt. It was a lot of fun last year. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah. Gentlemen, any closing thoughts?
Shout out to Outlaw Light, the new $5 grab and go beer.
Oh, yeah.
The grab and go.
I might have
I've
a
never
grab
heard
and
of
go
Outlaw Light.
beer here. Let's see. I forgot it here.
It has a certain Wolf Cola sort of vibe to it. I'm not sure if it's a real beer or not. Outlaw Light. But it was $5. So I'll probably be drinking
$5,
a lot of
the
them.
cheapest beer in
Yeah.
the stadium, right there. Outlaw Light.
It looks
I'll take
good.
it. I'll take an Outlaw Light.
It looks good. I guarantee you can get it quicker than a painkiller. Ken, got any closing thoughts?
Nope. I think we're good. Just be peaceful. That's all that I ask.
Well, be peaceful indeed. And we are 24-hour Purple People. We're all about purple, and we're all about peace. And we are out of time. And we will see you next time for Ken Luther and Matt Dalton. I'm John Harper. We're 24-hour Purple People. Good night, Purple fam. We'll see you in Lexington. Go City.